guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, and on this channel we talk about everything from babies, parenting, gear, diaper bags, meals, and today we're going to talk about some resources that you can use for your kids to introduce them to faith. Just to give you a quick backstory, my husband pastors a small church here in Texas, and I am the director of the children's ministry. So that being said, we have always found it important to introduce faith to our children at a very young age. Children are so smart, and they're little sponges, and they learn so quickly. These are just a couple of resources that we like to use, and I wanted to just share them with you today. And so let's go ahead and just jump right in. So the first book I'm going to start with is this one. It's called The Big Picture of What God Has Always Wanted. And this is a book for ages 4 to 8. It is basically a Reader's Digest version of the Bible. And it goes from Genesis to Revelation. Let me just show you. The pictures are really vibrant. This is going to be for older children, like I said, 4 to 8, because the literature here is going to be typed out really small. So you are going to need to be interacting with your child and reading it to them. But the pictures are vibrant, and it goes through some really important Bible stories and condenses it all into one really small book. There are 28 pages total, so it's not a huge book, but it's a great way to introduce your children to faith. At the very back of the book, depending on your comfort level, it gives you a lot of great resources. So if you're not comfortable answering a bunch of questions, you can always turn to the back of the book and it'll give you some tips. In the very back, there's a section that says, what about you? And it's labeled as the parent connection. And it's basically talking about forgiveness, prayer, and giving us just a quick synopsis of what faith is. So what does the Bible teach us? Who's our Savior? Those things are all in this section labeled Parent Connection. Then behind that, you have a glossary, and the glossary is going to outline a lot of the things that come up throughout the story, such as the Bible, church, commandments, death, friendship, forgiveness. It goes on and on, but this goes for about 2-3 pages, and I just think it is a great way to get your children started learning about Jesus, learning about faith, and learning about God. So this is a great one for ages 4 to 8. Okay, guys. So the next option I want to provide you with is the Big Picture Interactive Bible Stories for toddlers. And these are stories from the New Testament. There's 20 stories in this little board book. And this is also for ages 4 to 8, but we noticed when we read it with our 14-month-old, it also captures his attention. And I'll explain to you why in a couple of seconds. So it's a little board book, and each of the stories is going to have an illustration. And then on this page, it's going to say the big picture question and the big picture answer. So it's awesome because you can read them the story, and at the end of the story, you can ask them the question, wait to see if they know the answer, and if you need help guiding them along, you can provide them with the answer, and it's right here in the book for you. One of the absolute coolest things about this book is, like I mentioned, it's interactive. So it actually has a free augmented reality app, and each of the stories is going to have this little icon down at the bottom. And this little icon is going to show you what to push within the app itself. I will insert a screen of the augmented reality app. It is so cool. It captures our toddler's attention. It captures our 14-month-old's attention. And like I said, there are 20 stories contained within this little tiny book. It's a board book, easy to travel with. And I just think that it's a really great option to use to introduce your little guys to faith. Okay guys, that is it for the video today. I will leave all of the information for the books I discussed in the description box down below. And if you have any questions at all about faith, about literature, about options for kids, definitely leave your questions down in the comment box below, and I will be sure to respond. I hope you enjoyed the series. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing.